Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome to our podcast. My name is Irshad and my partner is Gabe. Today we are going to talk about two market leaders in the ASEAN region, analyze their challenges and discuss strategies for both sides.
That's right. In this section, we choose two industry that's very competitive in Southeast Asia: the online transportation industry and the e-commerce industry.
Exactly, for online transportation, we will discuss Grab as the market leader and Gojek as its challenger. Meanwhile, for e-commerce, we will talk about Shopee as the market leader and Lazada as the challenger.
So let's start with the first player is Grab and Gojek. You know, Grab is found in Singapore in 2012, but now is operating in more than 8 countries in ASEAN. Gojek, it started as a ride-hailing app, but quickly expanded into food delivery, express service, and digital payment.
That's true. One of Grab's biggest strengths is that it has become what we call a super app. Users can book rides, order food, pay bills, even buy insurance, all in one ecosystem.
Grab also building strong partnership with local government and investor. For example, Grab Financial Group is developing micro investment and insurance service across the region.
Meanwhile, Gojek, which started in Indonesia in 2012, was actually a pioneer in ride-hailing services in the country. But unlike Grab, Gojek focused more on solving local transportation problems using motorcycle, and that made it deeply connected with Indonesian users. So let's talk about strategies for Grab as the market leader. The first one is sustaining innovation. Grab must continue to innovate beyond just transportation and food delivery. For example, expanding its digital financial services.
Yeah, the second strategy is strengthening customer loyalty. Grab can do this by personalizing promotion and offering reward program like Grab Unlimited.
The third one is strategic partnership. Grab needs to keep collaborating with local startups and governments to build a stronger market foundation and enhance user trust.
Yeah, I think so. This step will help Grab maintain its leadership position and while staying relevant in the rapidly changing Asian market. You know what? Strategy for Gojek as a challenger. I think the first and the most important step is focusing in local excellence. So Gojek should leverage a deep cultural understanding and strong community base.
Yes, that's a great point. The second strategy is service differentiation. For instance, Gojek can create a premium higher service, maybe Grab Plus, that offers faster response times and higher comfort levels.
The next step is Gojek should focus in regional. So instead of spiriting to gain, Gojek can focus in countries like Indonesia and Vietnam, where they already have strong brand awareness.
Okay, and last, don't forget about synergy with Tokopedia under Goto Group. If Gojek can integrate payment, delivery, and e-commerce into one system, it could become a strong ecosystem rival for Grab, of course.
Okay, let's move to talk about the e-commerce, one of the fastest growing industries in ASEAN. You know what? It's
No.
Shopee. Shopee is
Oh,
has clearly become the dominant market leader.
you're right, bro. Shopee, launched in 2015 under C Group, has successfully captured the hearts of Southeast Asian consumers. Their strategy focuses on localization, adapting to each country's language, culture, and payment methods. Like you can buy Kris in
Yeah,
Indonesia.
yeah, yeah. You know what? They also aggressively promotion in the big campaign of Shopee is like Shopee 99, 1212. The size is used the famous celebrities like Cristiano Ronaldo, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Korean celebrities like Blackpink,
Wow, it's great.
and local regional influence like JKT48. You know what? Yeah.
On the other hand, Lazada, owned by Alibaba, was actually one of the pioneers of e-commerce in the Southeast Asian, sorry. But in the last few years, Shopee managed to overtake Lazada in market share through faster adoption and stronger marketing. So, what strategy should Shopee apply to stay on top? The first one is enhancing logistic efficiency. They should continue investing in Shopee Express to ensure faster and more reliable delivery.
Oh, yeah, that's so crucial. You know, I think it's the strengthening financial technology, especially through Shopee and SPay later, to encourage cashless transactional and boost customer retention.
The third is improving brand trust. Shopee needs to emphasize authenticity, provide better customer support, and ensure the quality of product from third-party sellers.
And Shopee should integrate more sustainable practice, you know, like eco-friendly packaging or supporting local or small business to build a positive brand image. So you know what? Strategies for Lazada as a challenger. For Lazada, the first case strategy is premium positioning. You know, Lazada can focus in offering quality and exclusive products through its Lazmall platform.
Course, and the second strategy is data-driven personalization. Since Lazada is backed by Alibaba, it can use Alibaba Cloud technology to provide smarter recommendation and better shopping experiences.
Yeah, the next step is localized marketing. Lazada can use local influence and cultural event in each ASEAN country to build a stronger emotional connection with consumers.
And one more, improving logistic partnership. If Lazada can match Shopee's delivery speed, it will reduce one of its biggest weaknesses. So, after discussing both industries, we can see a clear pattern. Market leaders focus on innovation, ecosystem integration, and sustainability.
While challengers' focus is more on differentiation, local adaptation, and improving user experience to gain market share.
Exactly. Both Grab and Shopee show that maintaining leadership requires continuous innovation and strong brand engagement, while Gojek and Lazada prove that understanding local culture and providing unique experiences can be powerful competitive advantage.
So that's why competition in ASEAN is so dynamic. Every company keeps evolving to stay relevant and meet consumers' needs.
Alright, that's all for our discussion today.
Thank you for listening, and we hope this discussion give you insight into how market leaders and challengers shape business competition in ASEAN.
See you next time!
Bye bye.